What's up, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, bringing you them hits, high intensity training, and this one shall be no different. If you're just hopping on here, please drop me a comment, drop me a line, and let me know you're out there. If you're just popping on, give me about 2 minutes so I can share this to my social media outlet. I hope all of you all are having an awesome day out there, man. I am so excited. I have learned so much today. So if you're out there, never stop learning. The only way to grow and improve yourself is to always grow and learn. If you're out there shooting a message, I'm starting to see people come in right now. Shoot me a message, let me know what's up out there. If you're just popping on right now, I'm sharing my this video to my social media outlets to make sure that everybody who wants to get involved in this conversation can. So if you're out there, please go ahead, host your watch party, share, like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Williams Inspires. Okay. Give me about 40 more seconds. Hey, what's up out there? Right now, I'm in the process of sharing this to my social media outlets. So if you would go ahead and hit me up. What's up, Tashana? Thank you for joining us tonight. I see we got several more eyes out there. Your boy about to get going in about less than a minute. So please share. Go ahead and post your watch parties with me right now. My goal tonight. We want to affect 2,000 people. In order for us to affect 2,000 people, I'm gonna need your help out there. Please go ahead, share, like, and host watch parties for this video because we are about to break bread. We are about to break bread. So, last one. All right, let's get into this thing. What's up out there, family and friends? It's your boy, the motivational teacher to the masses, bringing you these hits, high intensity trainings. And today shall be no different. I see eyes out there. If you out there, man, holler at your boy and let me know you out there as we begin to break this bread. All right, tonight, for a very brief moment, I want to talk to you about how to overcome mental fatigue. How to overcome mental fatigue. By all means, please chime into this conversation. Drop your name, drop some information in the chats, elevate this conversation. The one thing I love about the people that are on my Facebook Lives is that they understand how to elevate a conversation. Hey, what's up, Elkie? Because we are all waging war on mediocrity and trying to become the best version of ourselves. And tonight, I want to talk about a real issue in our community. How to overcome mental fatigue. Right now, we're in the midst of a pandemic. Right now, I was watching and listening to the news. I made a video on it last Saturday that there are so many people right now who are not just mental health, not well right now. It's a lot of people who stressing about what's coming tomorrow. It's a lot of people wondering about their health who have underlying conditions with all of COVID-19. There are parents whose kids have gone off to college or gone off to school or in another city, and parents are worried about their kids, and their kids also in that other city back worried about their parents who have underlying health issues. At the same time, right now, they're saying it looks like it's going to be 25, 30% unemployment when this whole COVID thing is all over. You all please chime in this conversation. Drop me a hello down there. By the time all of this is over, people are going to be affected terribly in this country. But ladies and gentlemen, I came to break bread tonight, not to be insensitive, but I got to talk to us about how to overcome mental fatigue. Right now in this world, before COVID-19, there was already an epidemic. I'm going to break bread right now. The average American is in $9,333 in credit card debt. This was before COVID-19. The average American has almost $10,000 in credit card debt. The average American has about $38,000 personal debt. And they said the number one stressor for Americans, I'm going to break bread tonight. The number one stressor in America is financial problems. See, it ain't about marriage. It ain't about health care. It's not about relationships. The number one stressor in America is all about finances. Tonight, I'm not going to rah-rah you. Tonight, you're not going to want to run through a wall. But tonight, I'm going to help you understand how to prioritize your destiny. You're going to help you understand how to overcome mental fatigue. I call stress mental fatigue. I call stress mental fatigue because at that point, I know the people looking at me. That means we're tired of fighting and we'll allow life just to happen, man. And ladies and gentlemen, your most precious asset, I'm gonna break bread up in here tonight, is your mind. Anytime we waste mental energy on something that does not yield us results in our life, we are wasting it for some. We're trading what we can be getting for what we don't want. Anytime that we spend more time focused on what we don't have than what we do have, we're wasting pure destiny time. You want to know how to get ahead in life? Man, I've talked to so many people that were stressed during COVID-19, and then I talked to a whole host of people that are scrambling, trying to get to the next level of life during COVID-19. I ask you, which person do you believe is going to have the best results? The person that believes that there's more on the inside of them and they're trying to find their next business, or they're trying to help come up with a cure for COVID-19, or they're out serving their community in food banks? Or is it the person that's worrying, that's depressed, suppressed, and oppressed because they can't change what's going on around them? I'm about to break bread. Right now, there's an epidemic. Right now, it's a tragedy with a lot of people in America. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. I'm gonna break bread right now. See, the enemy comes but to steal, kill, and destroy. Because he cannot kill you, he only wants to destroy our minds. The more focus that we put on the cares and the problems of this world, it delays our ultimate destiny upon this earth. And I've said it all the time that my destiny is tied to your destiny. Your destiny, Tashana, is tied to Elfie's destiny. Elfie's destiny is tied to Shamika. Shamika's destiny is tied to Joe's destiny. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all connected. And if we allow ourselves to be worn out mentally by something that could or could not even happen, that's why I say I'm not going to stop living my life during COVID-19. I'm going to practice social distancing. I'm going to not eat out at restaurants. I'm going to wear my face mask, but I am not going to be afraid to go serve at food banks. I am not going to be afraid to go out and do the things that I need to do for my family to stay healthy and happy. I am not going to be afraid, because whom the Son set free is truly free indeed. I'm not bound by what man's thinking is. Man, I serve God. I'm about to break bread. I'm in this world, but I'm not of this world. Don't get it twisted. Sometimes we gotta operate by what we know, by what we've learned about God's kingdom. We gotta understand that God is in complete control. Don't ever think that COVID-19 caught God by surprise. You better holler at your boy Ivan, stay so fly well. Don't think that it caught God by surprise. COVID-19 might have caught the United States slipping. COVID-19 might have caught China slipping, but COVID-19 didn't catch God slipping. You better believe God is omnipotent. God is omnipresent. He's all-knowing. He's the Alpha, the Omega, ladies and gentlemen. Ain't worried about no COVID-19, COVID-17, COVID-21, because I know, boy, don't get them. I know who owned the cattle on top of the hill. I know who owned the hill, ladies and gentlemen. Come on now. This stuff cannot stop us. And we're wasting our mental energy on the cares of this world. We're worried about our financial burdens. And I used to be a stockbroker. And on one of these motivational Mondays, I'm going to come up here and talk about money matters. Because a lot of us can't truly place 100% of our focus on, I'm going to break bread. There is a place, I said every motivational Monday, let me lay the foundation. I might have some new people out here. Let me lay the foundation. There's a place where you can have a great marriage. There's a place where you can have more money at the end of the month. There's a place where you can have great relationships. There's a place where you have great jobs and great businesses. There's a place where your body is healed, your body is whole. There's nothing missing and there's nothing lacking, ladies and gentlemen. There is a place. But we can never attain that level of prosperity in life as long as we are being mentally whipped. I just broke bread. We're being mentally whipped by things that may or may not even happen. I'm breaking bread right now. The news cycle is on a 24-hour cycle on Corona Watch. Even if you turn to the news, in the back of the news, they got a big picture of the molecule, the coronavirus, behind the news. I'm gonna break bread before it's over. And I'm telling you that we got to turn our minds off from the world system and turn our minds on to what God has already put on the inside of us. Greater is he that's on the inside of you than that's what's in the world. Sometimes you got to switch the world off and switch God on. I'm about to break bread. He's there for you in these moments in time. Sometimes we got to lean not to our own understanding. We got to go to that place to where I turn the world and its system out and I turn on God and his voice in my life. Because if we're going to get to the ultimate direction, the ultimate place, it's not going to be by might nor by strength. I'm about to break bread. We're not going to get there because we're the smartest in the room. We're not going to get there because I'm the handsome in the room. I'm the best. No, you're going to get there because you outgrind. Your grind represents who you are. Your level of belief in God and what he put on the inside of you is what's going to get you there. I'm about to break bread. Trusting God through the process. Seek ye first the kingdom. You're taking me too fast, Deshaun. That's why I love the Camel Nation. I know y'all are on point with this stuff. I know y'all already know. That's why I break bread with y'all. I can't go, I'm going to be honest. My motivation on Mondays, I get to go into more depth than I would in a normal speaking engagement. In a normal speaking engagement, Dr. Chris and I did one not long ago, hour and a half training. I can never go into this level of depth because I don't know the foundation of the people listening to me in my speaking engagements. But when I'm in front of the Camel Nation, when I'm in front of these people names I see right here, when I'm in front of these eyes on this, I know where you all stand. We rising and grinding, baby. We got something special on the inside of us. I refuse to allow, watch your boy, the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He can't destroy me. I will not allow him to steal my vision. I will not allow him to steal what God has put on the inside of me by me wearing my mind out on things that doesn't yield me any results. Or I'm going to say it like that, that doesn't yield me any spoils, ladies and gentlemen. We got to change. Boy, we got to change our relationship with this world. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. I was so fly. My grind represent who I am. You better say it in the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I got you. I'm going to break bread tonight, man, because we are crippling ourselves. We're playing with one arm behind our back in a game that's already fixed for us to win. We're crippling ourselves because we're not giving our total self to what God has put on the inside of us to be that excellent husband, to be that excellent mom, to be that excellent wife, to be that great business owner. We're crippling ourselves by not investing 100% of our mind. Well, let me say this. The research says that average human only use 10% of their brain. The average human only uses 10% of their brain. So already we're crippled by not using the other 90. And I don't believe God gave it to us so it can lie dormant. I believe God gave it to us so we got genius on the inside of us. When I say you have genius, you've done everything you've done up until this point, most of us, and we only using 10% of our brain. What would happen if we tap into 12%? I'm breaking bread right now. And all you're getting, get understanding. My boy said, man, you got one wish. I want wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing, ladies and gentlemen. Wisdom is the principal thing. We're going out every day into this world, crippled with one hand behind our back because of mental fatigue. We are worrying about things that may or may not happen. Don't you know, man, I got to break bread. These are they that turn the world upside down. I would not die a mere man when I've been created a little Lord of Elohim. I'm made in God's image. I'm made in God's likeness. Why would I settle? Why would I allow my mind to be twisted with the world's problem? God ain't got no problem with the coronavirus. Trust me on that. He ain't got no problem. If I get it, I'll be healed. If I don't get it, I'm gonna be fine. All I know is that I got fire shut up in my bones, and I can't depart this earth until I set this joker on fire. Y'all better feel your boy out here. I'm being pulled by my destiny. I don't have time to run from my fears. I don't have time to worry about what might happen. I'm being pulled by my destiny, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being pulled by my doggone plot. Don't make me run out this room. I will get up and run out this room right now because there's something on the inside of you got to get to. You got to get to it. I had some people try y'all to look, boy, I wasn't planning on going. I told my wife when I came downstairs, Tonight gonna be one of these ones where we sit down and we talk. But doggone it, y'all pulling the stuff out of me. Got too much in faith in man's wisdom, yep, which is lies. We are made in God's image. We're made in his likeness. Man, the seed is without. If you did not hear my hits on Saturday, I talked about sowing and success. We're made in God's image and his likeness. And the seed, the seed is the law of Genesis. The seed is always in itself. We are made in God's image. We are baby creators. He said, let there be light, and there was. So when I speak, I say, let me be out of debt, and I am. I say, my body is whole when my body is healed, and it is. I say, there's greatness on the inside of me. Let me manifest it on the outside. We are baby creators. Use your tongue. Use your life to create what you want, but we cannot be pulled and tossed and fro by wasting our mental fatigue. We're working with one arm behind our back. We're struggling. We're barely making it. Why? Because we're spending much more time worrying about the things that could happen but won't happen. Could it be that our today is being stolen by worrying about our tomorrow? And it comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Could I be destroying today, worried about what's happening tomorrow? Y'all, I broke bread right there. Somebody better holler at your boy right there. I broke bread right there. We're spending the majority of our day thinking about what can happen tomorrow. Man, I'm going to break bread. I'm going to give you 4 ways to overcome mental fatigue. I'm going to give you 4 ways to overcome this stress. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. You got genius on the inside of you. You were meant to leave a legacy for your children's children. You can't, you're too, I'm about to break bread. You're too valuable to this earth to allow yourself to shortchange your destiny of your children and your children's children by worrying about what might happen tomorrow. I'm going to break bread before this thing is all over. I am going to break bread. You got to speak prophetically over yourself, Tashawn. I love it. You got to encourage yourself. You don't need no hype man. You don't need no cheerleaders. You don't need no band. You encourage yourself. You in yourself, man. You plus God equal the majority. You don't need a band to back you up. You don't need a quartet to back you up. You were born, you were gifted with genius. You better start using it. You better start creating the life you want instead of living the life you have. I know right now, man, I'm so happy with what God has us right now. I am so happy. My wife and I, we talk about it all the time. I'm so happy with where we are. But I know God has given me more on the inside of me. Yup. The Camel Nation chiming into this conversation. I'm telling you, if you listen to this on replay, you should see these comments that these people are speaking out here. I'm telling you, you need to get in on these motivational Mondays. You need to subscribe to Williams Inspire. If nothing else but to get involved with a group of people that's saying, yeah, death and life is in the power of the tongue. They saying that in the midst of a pandemic. Do you think they got issues in their life too? Do you think like everything is perfect in our lives? No, everything is not perfect in our lives. But you know what? Death and life is in the power of the tongue. I got Elkie chiming in here. Have a pen of a ready writer. Using your tongue like the pen of a ready writer. Yep. We're actually shaping the world. These are what people are writing in the comment box. Do you think these people got issues? Do you think COVID-19 is not in their communities? The average American is at $9,333 a day. Do you think these people have no debt? That we have no debt? Yeah. 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. Do you think some of us don't live paycheck to paycheck? It's that we don't choose to glory. We don't choose to glorify those things. We glorify what's on the inside of us. How to overcome mental fatigue. I'm breaking bread right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is better than when it was when I was writing my notes. This is some good stuff right here. This is some good stuff. You gotta untie your right hand from behind your back. Right now you're playing underman. But that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. I know. But you know what? Some people would have quit if they had gone through what you went through with one hand behind your back. I know you went through it based on your childhood when they told you you weren't going to be able to amount to anything. I know you went through it when you were molested as a child. I know you went through it, Anthony, when your dad was in and out of prison. I know you went through it when your high school was on academic probation and you're just trying to figure out how to make it. I know you went through it when you didn't have food on your table. You went through it with one arm behind your back and you made it. Give yourself a pat on the back. You accomplished something, ladies and gentlemen. You are much stronger than what you even know at this moment in time. I am breaking bread right here tonight. Man, I'm breaking bread. Words have so much power. When you find yourself in a position or a situation where you're stressed and you're worrying, or I call it, you have mental fatigue, sometimes you got to talk to yourself. I'm going to break bread. Let me go ahead. I've been here 20 minutes. I have given one key. Download it in the spirit. Boy, you better say that. All I know is truth. See, I can't go there. Let me get in these notes. Four ways to overcome mental fatigue. 4 ways to overcome mental fatigue. All of that was the setup. Number one, y'all gonna feel me with this one. 4 ways to overcome mental fatigue. Number one, take no thought for tomorrow. Take no thought for tomorrow. I know we all have issues. We all have situations in life. I know we all have things that are not gonna go right. But which one of us can change anything by us worrying mentally about what could go wrong? Take no thought for tomorrow. If God was arrayed the lilies out there in all their beauty, if the birds neither sow nor reap, and he take care of those, aren't you much more than the birds and the lilies? Aren't you made in his image and his likeness? Take no thought for your tomorrow. You got to win today. You only have to win right now. Take no thought for what they might come and get your car tomorrow, but today I got it. They might come and turn your lights off tomorrow. Trust me, I've been there. But today you got them. I will take no thought. And if they do turn my lights off tomorrow, they can't stop with God. Man, I am the light of the world. They can't stop what's on the inside of me. If I got to do it in the dark, I will do it in the dark. If I got to do it with no internet, I will do it without any internet. I ain't worried about what they take from me, because what God has put on the inside of me is sustainable, ladies and gentlemen. What God has put on the inside of you is sustainable. Don't worry about what you lost. It's all about what's in front of you. Take no heed for tomorrow. I ain't worried about tomorrow. Give me my daily bread today. Yeah, I'm going to break bread. I want my daily bread today. I ain't worried about what I might not have tomorrow when I got it today. I'm going to focus on how to maximize what I have today. Take no thought for tomorrow. Come on, man, I'm breaking bread right now. Who can add 1 cubit to their life by taking thought? You can't add anything for tomorrow. Now, I'm not saying don't plan. I'm not saying don't write your vision and make it plain. I'm not saying don't have a savings account. I'm not saying don't plan your deals out ahead of time to know what you're gonna do. But hey, man, at the end of the day, I don't care what it looks like. I don't care what it looks like. I want you to start standing in faith. I want you to start seeking the kingdom and all this right there. All these other things will be added unto you. Seek God's way of doing things and being right. What God has put on the inside, your gift will make room for you in the end, not your job. Yeah, not your family members. It's your gift that's gonna make room for you. Spend time manifesting your gift. I'm breaking bread. Thank you, LP. Man, I'm breaking that good bread up in here tonight. Spend time focusing on what you got on the inside of you. Don't worry, take no thought for tomorrow. That's number one. A lot of times we get in situations where it could go 1 or 2 ways. And I remember reading in one passage, it said 90% of the things that we worry about never happens. 90%. What's up? 90% of the things we worry about never happen. So we're expending mental energy on things that might or might not even happen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's focus on what we have. There will always be a reason to see the cup half empty. But I ain't taking no thought for what I got tomorrow. Today I got my daily bread. And I'm going to rejoice and I'm going to maximize this moment. I'm not overly concerned what tomorrow will bring. Why? Because I know what God has put on the inside of me. I know I've been putting work on the inside. I know I got a self-development plan. I ain't worried about. I did a Herman brain. It's a assessment tool to see how you think. And I suggest if you all haven't done these assessments, you should do some of these assessments and just to know how you think. And I did it, blue, green, yellow, and red. And then they tell you in times of stress what happens. Like, I think this way. Then they ask you a bunch of questions. They say, okay, now let's say your family, something happened, and you stressed. When I took that survey, They make you a box. My box was a square and it was 2211. And then they say, okay, under stress. Under stress, my box didn't move. Why? Like most people pull one color, pull one way, they go analytical, they go faith-based, they go to all those different other areas. When I took Herman Brain, mine didn't move. Why? Because I'm not stressing about tomorrow. I've done everything that God has told me to do. I've done everything to maximize my gift today. I ain't worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. Life is full of valleys. Life is full of hills. It doesn't matter. You're going to go through those times, ladies and gentlemen. But it's up to us to take no thought. Instead of watching The Last Dance, dance yourself. Boy, you just said it. Utilize your gift, Tashana said. Whose report will you believe? Obviously, State Fox just said. Whose report will you believe? Is there anything too hard for you and your God? The answer is no. Take no thought. Man, do you actually know how powerful you would be if you took that energy that you were diverting in negative places and you added it towards your destiny, your goals, and your dreams, and becoming a better husband, becoming a better wife, becoming a better business owner? If you took that energy and you focused it and you harnessed it all in those areas, man, you're going to be one. Your future is so bright, we're going to have to borrow some shades. The only time we have is the present. We need to be present more. We need to that's why we call the present a gift, because we need to maximize it right now. Number one, take no thought. The second way to overcome mental fatigue is you have to identify the problem. You have to identify the problem. The majority of the time, the reason why we waste so much mental energy, we really don't understand what the problem is. We have to say, okay, this is the issue, 1, 2, 3. And then once we identify that issue, we cannot allow it to spill in other areas of our life. We have to always compartmentalize. Q just mentioned Michael Jordan in The Last Dance. The one thing Mike he was able to do was to compartmentalize. He didn't allow everything to bleed over into every area of his life. And likewise, if we're going to maximize our gifts, we're going to maximize our talents, we have to be able to identify what's the problem and start looking for solutions. I'm not going to sit there and waddle in the problem. It's almost like a human in the pig pen. Sit there, return. Now we dirty like a pig. We can't sit there and wallow in what the problem is. We got to sit there. Okay, the problem is I don't have enough money to pay my light bill. Then now I can't allow me not having enough money to pay my light bill now to make me think I ain't gonna have enough money to eat, or I'm not gonna have enough money to pay my car payment, or we can't allow that problem to bleed into other areas of our life. We got to sit there, identify, and immediately start thinking about solutions. We have to start thinking about solutions. I'm not gonna sit there and notice this is gonna be my shortest point. I'm not gonna sit there and dwell on what the problem is. Yeah, I'm not gonna dwell on it. It is what it is. Let's move on, figure out what it is. Number 3. Yeah, this is the one I like right here. Then this is the one that get us caught up the most when we have issues in our life. Number 3, lean not to your own understanding. Lean not to your own understanding. Ladies and gentlemen, our thinking is limited. Lean not to your own understanding. Right now, there's so many people right now confused about what's going on with COVID. Why? Because they're leaning to their own. Ladies and gentlemen, don't you know that there are mentors out there? Reach out to people. Most time in our community, we're afraid to let people know what's going on with us because we think they might go out and regurgitate or rehearse what's going on in the world. You need to find you a circle of 5 people that you trust. My boy David had 5 smooth stones. You need to find you 5 people that I can bounce things off of that will use it to improve me. I need to be able to bounce problems. I need to be able to tell them things, and I got to be willing to listen even to rebuke. You got to lean not to your own understanding. We got to ask God for new creative solutions. Lord, show me something new. Use what's on the inside of me to maximize my place in the world. This, boy, don't make. I got to go here. I got to go here. Lean not to your own. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct your path. If you want to know which way to go, don't lean into what you saw in the past. Don't lean into what you heard in the past. Don't lean into what you thought in the past. Lean not to your own understanding, but all your acknowledge him. He should direct your path. Go find you 4 or 5 people that you can talk to. Go find. I'm telling you that this world has an unlimited source people that can help you. I remember when we were in debt up to our yin yang. My wife and I, when we first got married, we paid a bunch of money for a wedding. We were in debt, student loans debt, mortgage debt from a house that ended up being resold and took a loss on it. Had all that debt. It wasn't until somebody introduced us to Dave Ramsey and his money system of managing money to where we were able to get out of debt. And now we got a little cheese. Why? Because we didn't lean not to our own understanding. My understanding got us into debt. Crystal's understanding got us into debt. It was our own understanding that got us into debt. So if we're going to get out of that, we got to lean to somebody else's understanding. I'm breaking bread right now. I can't lean to my understanding. My understanding has got me these results that I have right now. And the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again while expecting something different. You can't lean to your own understanding. Sometimes you gotta ask some friends that in a better position than you are. You gotta ask somebody that is in one area that's better off than you are. My friend introduced us to Dave Ramsey, and we started doing the envelope system. Well, we started putting food money in the envelope for the week. We did all week, and then once all that money was gone, we're like, all right, beans and rice and beans. That's what we got to do. There's no more Coca-Cola. There's no more whatever drinking water out the faucet. We ain't going bringing the sun is in the house. You better get you a filter from Walmart and put it in a jug and filter it that way, because now we were on a mission. We got tired of being broke. We got tired of not being able to do some of the things that we want to do. We had to change our mindset. We couldn't do it without our understanding, because I grew up in poverty, and I ain't gonna lie, poverty grew up in me. And so it was a never-ending cycle. No matter how much money we made, we were always broke. We were always broke until we leaned not to our own understanding. I'm breaking bread right now. Y'all see people like that. They get raises every 2-3 years, and they're just as broke as they were but before they got the raises. That's what happens, ladies and gentlemen. They lean into their own understanding. We got to get out of that. We got to get out of, that's even better. We got to get out of debt. We got to get out of debt so we can use our money and we can use our resources to promote the kingdom. We can use them for our goals and our vision. We can use them. I drove by a church the other day, and I saw the church was cars wrapping around the church as far as you can see. And I stopped. They said, we've gone from doing 3 days of food bank to 2 days of food bank because we just don't have enough resources. I said, whoa, I got my checkbook out right there and wrote the church a check. Why? Because we made decisions in line to be able to have resources so we can be a conduit. We can be a river and not a reservoir. You got to see your life as a river and not a reservoir. I manage these resources for the good of the kingdom. It's my job to make sure that people who need it can have it. I'm breaking bread right now. God always gives seed to the sower. Lean not to your own understanding. Man, I'm breaking bread. And number four, if you want something you never had, you got to do something you've never done. Renew your mind. Talking to Mike Tashana, that's awesome. Total money makeover. Yep, that's what we did. I'll never be broke another day of my life. Say it louder, Ivy. I'll never be broke another day of my life. You got genius on the inside of you. You got greatness on the inside of you. You got a gift that was meant to shape this world. Man, we were never meant to barely make it. I'm going to break bread right now. I don't care if you've taken a vow of poverty. You were never meant to be broke and busted and disgusted. You were never meant to be oppressed, depressed, and suppressed. It came so we can have life and have it more abundantly. If anybody ever told you anything different, it's time to lean not to my own understanding. I'm breaking bread tonight. I'm breaking bread. We were meant to be rich to distribute. I'm a conduit. I'm a river. Water flows into the river and out the river. A reservoir, it flows in and just sits there. No, baby, our lives are rivers. And if you want to know how you always have more, sow seed. God always gives seeds to the soil. I'm breaking bread right now. Yep. Number four, which I think is the most important. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Ladies and gentlemen, I know right now it's a stressful time in America. It's a stressful time all around the world with this pandemic. I know right now that people who are afraid of, getting COVID, they're afraid of going out. They're afraid of everything going on in this world right now. And I'm not being, I get it. I get it. It's terrible. I get it. But ladies and gentlemen, this too shall pass. My question to you is, will you be better after COVID than you were going into COVID? Or will you sit there and be a nervous wreck and wait and waste the time that you've been getting? We've been given the gift of time. If you go to my YouTube page, I made a video called The Gift of COVID. We've been given a gift from COVID called time. There are no more restaurants open. There are no more, Dave & Buster's. There are no more other places like that. We've been given a gift. This too shall pass. Will you be better as a result of it, or will you just, be subpar? You going out like you came in. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to people daily that's picking up new skills. What's up, Lillian? That's picking up new skills during this COVID-19 period. I was a part of a Zoom meeting this past week where every night somebody broke fresh bread, and we sat down, we took notes and pages of notes, and everybody wanted to be better. I'm breaking bread right now. And man, I'm able to spend time with my kids I would never be able to get back. My sons wake up, they see me, they looking at me, they smiling, I'm cooking bacon on the griddle. Man, they gonna be grown and gone one day, man. This time right here is precious. I started my YouTube channel right now in this time. Shamika, I know you did the same thing. Hey, what's up, Lydia? Lydia just started a cleaning company. What are you gonna do with this gift of COVID? What are you gonna do, man? If you're not maximizing this time right now, because let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta break bread. This too shall pass, and when it does, I'm breaking bread right now. And when it does, will you be better? Or will you, the only results you can say is, I worried the whole time about what could go wrong, and now all I have to show from it is gray hair. Because all I did was worry. All I did was stress. All my kids, my mama, my dad, and my cousin, this, that, the other, this too shall pass. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we're playing cripple. Imagine a lion without the roar. It's the king of the jungle. Imagine a lion, a crippled lion. A lion that got one broken leg and 3 good legs. It disqualifies itself to be the king of the jungle. Ladies and gentlemen, when we're going through life, we're playing with only 6% of our mind. When we're going through life and we spend half our time worried about we're like a broken leg lion. We cannot accomplish what we were meant. Although I was meant to be the king of the jungle, born breaking bread, you will never be able to catch that gazelle. Why? Because I'm playing at half speed. I'm going at this thing as if I got the hill up. See, we ain't got, man, listen like this, man. Listen to this right here. Listen to this right here. Man, you are meant to be great. I'm breaking bread right now. You were meant to be awesome. You are more than a conqueror. You got genius on the inside of you. You were meant to do something in this world that this world has never seen before. When God made you, he broke the doggone mold. When God made you, he said, this work is marvelous unto my eyes. He said, I'll never make another Anthony David Williams ever again. He made you so awesome, he broke the mold. I don't need that no more. Now it's time for you to believe that you are fearful and you are wonderfully made. Now it's time for you to believe that great is on the inside of you. Now it's time for you to believe. It's time for you to release 100% of you and get single-eye focused on one common theme or one common goal. I said you have to be, my talk for this past week, when I was telling you have to be obsessed with greatness. You have to be obsessed with excellence. You have to be obsessed with excellence. Man, listen, I'm telling you all, man, I am starting to figure out life. I am a player/coach. I have not attained. I am building this plane just like we all are. We are all building and growing together. I am a player/coach. I'm breaking bread right now. I'm a player/coach. We are building this thing together. I'm starting to figure out this game called life. And ladies and gentlemen, make no mistakes about it. Life is a game. I'm starting. You win and you lose based on the decisions that you're making. Man, I'm breaking bread right now. You win or lose depending on where you focus the majority of your attention. I'm telling you, ask my wife, she'll tell you, I go to sleep and I sleep good every night. Not caring what's going on around me, not caring who's sick, who's not sick. I ain't gonna say not caring, but I don't let that weigh on my heart. My mom will tell you, my mom, she's real. She's like, everything weighs so heavy on my heart. I'm like, no, mama, you can't make that problem mine. I know that cousin so-and-so, that uncle so-and-so, that brother so-and-so, but I'm going to bed tonight. I'm not going to be up stressing about something that I cannot change. I'm breaking bread right now. I said the best thing I can do for them is give them my connection to God, because that's what I rely on. And in times of stress, I just told y'all, my profile does not change. Why? Because I know the King of Kings. I know the Lord of Lords. And I know that my life has already been written. Now it's up to me to maximize the story that he put on the inside of me. I know that my story, I know your story is already written, and it is marvelous unto your and my eyes. I know your story. I know how your story ends. You win, baby. You dominate. You dominate. I know how the story ends. You are a natural born winner because you are a chip off the old block. Don't allow yourself to get caught up with worry and doubt and unbelief and anxiety and all these different other enemies that come to steal, kill, and destroy. I can't kill them because there's a hedge around them, so I'll wear them out mentally and destroy them. Don't allow your destiny, don't allow your life, don't allow your goals, your dreams to be destroyed by worrying about something that may or may not happen. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm breaking bread right now. And this is why we have to have a tight growth plan. This is why we have to believe so much in what God has given me. Even during the tough times, I will persist. I will keep pushing. I will keep driving. I know right now that I got a monkey on my back. I know right now that I'm battling depression, or I know right now I'm battling debt. I know right now my marriage is on the rocks, but I got to keep moving forward in the direction. And ladies and gentlemen, as you begin to move forward, you will find out, ladies and gentlemen, that there are more out there with you than what there's a cloud of witnesses cheering you on. But we don't get to see that cloud of witnesses until we make the decision, this too shall pass. I will not live in fear. I will not live in doubt. I will not live in unbelief. This too shall pass. I got greatness on the inside of me. I'm going to be so single-eyed on fulfilling what God has told me to do. I ain't got time to worry about something that might or might not happen. I'm only focused on being a better husband. Yeah, I love becoming a better husband. I'm going to focus on being a better dad. Yeah, I'm obsessed with becoming a better dad. I'm going to focus about being a better businessman. I'm focused on being a better motivator, being a better speaker, being a better leader. I'm so focused on those things. I can't cry about what I don't have. Well, Ed, right now, you only get, 500, you get 1,000 views. You ain't like them big motivators. They get 1 million views. And right now, you capped out at 2,000. I ain't worried about where I'm capping out. I'm capping out in the middle of greatness because that's what's on the inside of me. I can't cry about what it looked like on the outside because everything I see is subject to change. The only thing that is real is what's on the inside of me. And I live from the inside out. I'm breaking bread right now. I live from the inside out. Y'all better feel your boy on that. That's a whole different motivational Monday. I live from the inside. My dream, my gift. My gift is what wakes me up in the morning. I ain't worried about sleeping in. I ain't worried about hitting the snooze button. I gotta get up. Why? Because I gotta get to the gym. Why? I gotta go run. Why? Because my vision and my destiny demands that my body is in top condition, so I can bring that fire all day if I need to. Man, why? I ain't worried about, I gotta go read. Why I gotta go read, Anthony? Because I don't know who's gonna need these words. I sow it in, and me and God, we bring it back out when it's needed. It's my job to sow it in. It's up to me and God. God gives me the moment when it's time for it to come out. Me and God equal the majority. I ain't got time to be crying about what I lost. I ain't got time to be talking about the car that went back. I don't have time to cry about the divorce. I don't have time to cry about the house that went back. I don't have time to cry about the job I lost. I don't have time to cry about what didn't work. Right now, I'm single-eyed focused on where I'm going and where I'm supposed to be. I can't waste my energy worrying about what didn't work out. Because if it didn't work out, I didn't need it. You better believe that if it didn't work out, me and God didn't need it to complete the total will of God for my life. I'm breaking bread right now. I would never shed another tear about what I lost. I'm breaking bread. I know it hurt. Yup. I know it cost you nights. Yup. I know it cost you something to be there. Yup. I know it hurt a whole lot when you were going through it. But don't cry to quit. You cry to keep going. Don't cry to give up. You cry to keep going. I know what weeping might endure for a night, but joy gonna always come in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. This too shall pass. I am the motivational teacher to the masses. This is why I am the motivational teacher. I dare you to ask any motivational speaker to come give you fire like that from the depths of his soul. Boy, that's bread breaking at its finest. See, I ain't worried about changing people on the outside. If you change on the inside, the outside will eventually manifest what's on the inside. Roots go down before they come up. You want to know how that oak tree gets so big and so strong? The root system is strong. And the stronger your roots are, the sturdier the tree. I just broke bread. You better believe it. When you put a seed in the ground and you think there's nothing going on, man, those roots are growing down deep. And when that tree pop out the ground, the roots are 3-4 times as long underneath the ground. And that's why it's so important right now that you uncuff yourself. It's so important right now that you get that you play with your whole mind. It's so important right now that you don't allow mental fatigue and stress to settle in on the inside of you. It's so important right now that you turn the news off. Stop counting COVID cases. Stop counting how many people got COVID, how many people have died from COVID. You ain't got it. You ain't dead from it. Fight on with your gift. Become a better dad. Spend that energy becoming a better mom, better dad, better husband, better wife, better business owner. Spend that time somewhere where it's going to yield you some spoils. I'm breaking bread right now. Yeah, how to overcome mental fatigue. Boy, I did not mean to go for 46 minutes tonight. I did not mean to go for that long. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all have been amazing tonight. Amen. Get something from your plan. You better say it to Shauna. We need to get something. Like Ralph said, get up, keep focused on your why. No plan B, because your original plan was created for you and your why. Amen. There is no plan B. Ladies and gentlemen, I challenge you to share this, host watch parties for this, like this, call your mom and them and send it to them. And I'm challenging you to watch it every day. Man, you got to change from the inside out. If you're only getting these things and you're only putting stuff in for a brief moment, it never sticks. You got to get it. Your root system has to run deep. You need to be in this, man, gone. You need to be in this. You need to be in this stuff every day. I need for you to commit to something. I am a transformational leader. Everybody say Martin Luther King was a servant leader. Martin Luther King was not a servant leader. They say Jesus was not a servant leader. They were both Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa. They were all transformational. Why? Because they required something from the people on the other side of their voice. Martin Luther King required that whether you were black, white, whatever you were, that you act based on what he said. And I said today, I'm a transformational leader. I want to challenge you all. Yeah. I want to challenge you all to spend the first 45 minutes every morning. You ain't got to listen to my video. You ain't got to listen to my stuff, but I'm going to challenge you to do something. Now, I'll be honest. I listen to my stuff when I work out. I'm going to post this back again. I'm going to add some music behind it just for the people that like to work out with stuff like that. But I ain't saying you got to listen to mine, but you need to do something. You need to get up and read. You need to get up and do something to where you get your mind going in the right direction before the day starts. Man, I broke some good bread tonight. Hey, thank you, Ivan. Thank you, Elkie, for sharing. You all have been amazing. I know the rest of you all going to share, like, host watch parties. If you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, Williams Inspires. I am breaking and dropping fresh bread daily on my YouTube page. I'm working on something special now that Shamika just chimed in. She had to help me on it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm a player/coach, ladies and gentlemen. I'm being coached as I play. Same for you. Hey, man, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. And until next time, I am challenging you all to wage war on mediocrity. Your boy is out.